are back for our fourth match of this evening. 2 more to go, and again, we have a mirror matchup. This time, it's not a Terran versus Terran. It is a Protoss versus Protoss, as we have a Over the Zero up against OGS MC, and we have a lot of players in this evening session from OGS, and you actually have some insight for us. I was asking earlier, what does OGS stand for? If you're curious, I certainly am. What does OGS stand for?
Old Generations.
Old Generations.
I didn't know myself, but luckily on the back of their T-shirt, I just saw Nada walking out there. Old Generations. And it's fitting, too, to have some of the great StarCraft 1 players in a clan, a league called Old Generations.
Old Generations. Well, very fittingly so. And indeed, we are going to move on to match number 4 now. As mentioned, Over the Zero Protoss player is going to be up against another OGS player. We are looking at MC in a Protoss versus Protoss matchup. And we have a mirror matchup that we look forward to. So let's go meet these guys. We're going to start off with Over the Zero, 23 years old. And as a race, he actually prefers to play against Protoss. So his favorite matchup is indeed a mirror matchup. He enjoys the Stalker unit the most. And his favorite map is Desert Oasis. That is not on the list for this particular matchup. Should be interesting. Over the Zero. Does that mean that he's 1? Could be 2 as well, I guess. It could be any number over 0. And his opponent is going to be, as mentioned, from the OGS team, the old generation or older generations?
Old Generations.
Old Generations team. So, team made up basically of StarCraft 1 alumni. And we meet Jangmin Chul, is his Korean name. MC is his ID.
I've actually, I heard very recently this guy did a miracle comeback for OGS. Their team was losing 1-3. They put MC up, and he decided to kill the team 4-0. So
really?
I think we're going to be in for a good match here. Okay.
Well, let's see what Jangmin Chul MC is capable of. He did advance to the round of 64 in Season 1 of the GSL as well. So he certainly has been in tournaments before. He's been in this particular tournament just a couple months ago. So an opportunity to exceed what he was able to achieve a couple of months ago. And, you know, I mean, I would think, obviously, any pro gamer, your goal is going to be to do better than you did the last time around. He's been to the round of 64 before. He wants to get to that next round.
Exactly. No one likes going home early, and the round of 64 is almost as early as you can get here in the GSL.
Yeah, certainly a lot of players have registered. I guess it started off with, about 1,000 or so, but then reaching, of course, from the point that we start broadcasting these games, we're showing you the top 64 players, and, well, they're here right now. Let's take a look at the maps that we're using for this match. Set number 1 will be on Scrap Station, and Jungle Basin for set number 2, and set 3 will be Metalopolis. Now, interestingly enough, Over the Zero did not want Steps of War or Delta Quadrants. MC, the maps he did not want, none. Doesn't matter. I'm confident on any single map you can throw my way. Either that or he didn't do his homework by quickly registering. I'm not sure which one it is, but...
I hope it's the first, actually. That's just so intimidating.
Oh, yeah. I like that idea. What map do you not like? What are you talking about?
Well...
Anytime, any place. Let's go.
That's right. I'm hearing that these OGS guys are machines, practice machines, so I can believe it. He's probably played every map. He knows what he's got to do. He may not like something, but he knows, hey, this is the game. I got to be ready for it, so I like the style.
And that's what a pro gamer is. You're paid to play. Obviously, you might be better on certain maps, but certainly you got to be able to play on each map. Let's go to the map 1 for set number 1 on Scrap Station.
자, 경기
Okay, so we go to scrap station for our first set. And over the zero is going to be our red Protoss. He's starting off in the 12 o'clock position. His opponent, MC, is starting off blue in the upper right.
MC.
Strong fan base.
Got to cheer on each other. Here's a question. One of the common plays that you would see in a Protoss mirror match would be a Manor Pylon. Is that something that's possible or ever used in StarCraft 2?
There's only, it depends on the map always, no matter what we're playing here, but it looks like there is one mineral spot for each base here where we could see the Manor Pylon, but I'm not really guessing we're going to see that in this game. What I will predict, though, is we're going to see some Colossus, because that's the bread and butter unit for Protoss versus Protoss play here.
Okay, looking forward to that, as both players have started outwards to scout. Going the long way around. There they cross paths. Quick hello, and they're on their way. MC is going to arrive at Over the Zero's base first. And here is MC getting there just as the gateway arrives and the cybernetics core is started. Ditto for Over the Zero. So both players with pretty much mirror builds so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm waiting to see either a gas steal or Over the Zero take a second gas, because he's really going to need it for robotic units later. This might mean a fast expansion, or somewhat fast expansion, rather than straight robotic tech.
Elected not to do a gas steal there. Is that common in StarCraft 2?
Well, it is common, but I think what he saw is Over the Zero, he saw the probe hanging around the gas, he saw the probe all around his base. Over the Zero's like, hey, I don't care, do what you want to do, it's not going to affect what I'm going to do. So I think Blue's noticed that, and he's trying to say, hey, okay, what is... MC saying, what are you going to do? Let me see, keep showing me.
Stalker is out to help chase the probe away.
Yeah, we see a Nexus coming here pretty soon. Red's got 450 minerals for Over the Zero here.
And indeed, fast expansion here. Meanwhile, a pair of gateways for MC. Stalker out a little bit later for MC as... oh no, actually...
this is terrible. Over the Zero's taking free hits all over, but unfortunately, MC doesn't know there's a Nexus. Otherwise, I'm sure he'd want to keep the pressure on right here.
Two Stalkers and a Zealot.
Oh yeah, this... Oh, I wish he had a probe, or I wish he had looked around just a little bit more.
Oh, he thought about it and is going to go around. He sees the pylon there, but instead elects to go into the main. Little bit of harassment, and this is probably exactly what Over the Zero wants to happen. He doesn't want that Nexus spotted.
Well, he doesn't, but he's got to be really careful there. Oh, that red one's on 8 health. But he's doing a good job of microing it out of the way. These warp gates, he's got 4 gates coming, are going to kick in pretty soon.
And finally takes out one of the Stalkers and finally gets the second one as well. Oh, but more on the way. He's going to have to hold this off. He might not be able to.
I think he's just going to be a little too slow getting the gateways going here, but at the same time, MC's got to be careful not to lose all of his units at one time. He's got to keep the reinforcements streaming through here.
4-on-4 for Stalkers, and the Probes coming out to help out the best they can. More Stalkers coming out from both sides. Of course, MC Stalkers have to take a lot longer path to get there, but they do arrive.
That pylon in the main is going to spell trouble. It's all but over, I think, now. MC's going to keep warping in these units to the main base of red.
And that was the key, actually building that pylon in the main for MC. And there is the GG. OGS MC with the rush. Over the Zero needed to hang on a little bit longer to get his Nexus going, but unable to do so. And then the finishing touch, getting the pylon in the base to warp those Stalkers right there when he needed them immediately, rather than taking the long roundabout path to get there, leads him to victory in the end. A worthwhile victory there, certainly for MC.
Nice quick game. He played well. He's got to be confident. He's got to be ready to take the second match. I think what he's. I think the main problem though was OverthezeRovs decided to expand that fast and didn't really anticipate a 4-gate or a 3-gate rush there from MC.
Well, the strategy, he went with one. It didn't end up working out for him. Small little mistake in terms of strategy. Didn't scout, I guess, and see that before he was able to expand. An unfortunate error on his part, but maybe he'll be able to do better in set number 2. So let's go to set number 2. It's going to be on Jungle Basin. Let's go there now.